All right, and we are going on the record in the matter of the state of Michigan versus Thomas Basher, 231484. And Sergeant, your name for the record, please.
Sergeant Robert Fitzpatrick.
All right, please raise your right hand. You solemnly swear from the testimony about to give this matter to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, I do.
All right, thank you. And you may proceed on the warrant.
Your Honor, on June 20th, 2023, at approximately 4:20 a.m., Officer Adam Grove observed Basher riding a bike in the area of 4th Street and Goddard. Basher matched the description of an LFA suspect that ran from him earlier in the shift. Officer Grove exited the vehicle and spoke with Basher. Basher was unable to provide identification but gave his information verbally. Basher also advised that he was on probation for possession of methamphetamine. Basher gave consent to search his person. During that search, Officer Grove found multiple items of paraphernalia with methamphetamine residue and a rectangular-shaped substance consistent with that methamphetamine. Basher advised that the residue of the paraphernalia was in fact methamphetamine. The rectangular-shaped object weighed 10.26 grams and was field tested positive to be methamphetamine by Officer Grove. Nothing further.
All right, thank you. Upon examination, complaining witness. I find the offense charge was committed. There's probable cause to believe the defendant committed the offense. And good morning, counsel. Your appearance, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Chris Pacheco here. We have my client's time to consent to the matter being heard via Zoom. As to arraignment, away from reading, my client stands muted.
All right, thank you. And Mr. Basher, your name, please.
Thomas Basher.
Oh, didn't we just see you just a short little while ago?
Yes, ma'am, we did.
Okay. All right, the court's going to waive the formal reading. And I'm going to give you your rights again, but they may already be fresh in your mind still. You have the right to have an attorney. If you cannot afford one, the court will appoint one to represent you. And in fact, you had an opportunity to speak to an attorney today, correct?
I didn't hear you quite. I'm sorry, ma'am. I didn't hear all that.
Okay. You have the right to have an attorney. If you cannot afford one, the court will appoint one to represent you. And in fact, you had an opportunity to speak to an attorney today, correct?
Yes.
You also have the right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to have a trial by a judge or by a jury. You also have the right to remain silent. Anything you say orally or in writing may be used against you in court. Do you understand those rights, sir?
Yes, I do.
Okay. The court's going to enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf. Schedule this matter for probable cause conference on June 29th at 8:40 a.m. And are you currently on probation also, sir?
I am. I have a court date with 33rd District tomorrow, Thursday at 9:30.
Okay, and that's for possession of controlled substance also, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And then you were bound over from this court on possession of controlled substance, methamphetamine as well, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And is it a condition of your bond? And I'm also presuming a condition of your probation in the 33rd District Court not to possess or consume any alcohol or drugs that are not prescribed?
Yes.
Okay. And I don't believe you have a prescription for methamphetamine. All right, and counsel, as to bond.
Yes, Your Honor. As to bond, my client is gainfully employed as a strong family support system. We respectfully request any leniency this court would consider.
All right. And Sergeant Fitzpatrick, would you like to address bond?
Your Honor, approximately 21 days ago, arrested for the exact same thing that brings you in front of him today. And I'm certain that this arrest violates the bond conditions that you set forth for him relating to that arrest. At his last arrest, he currently had an outstanding warrant from another jurisdiction for possession of narcotics. He's currently on probation for the same charge that he's here for today. Additionally, it's not clear if he was in fact the LFA suspect that ran from Officer Grove earlier in the shift. There's no way to verify that at this time. However, it does appear that his relationship with methamphetamine is not healthy for himself and may have negative effects on citizens and community as well. With that in mind, I believe $20,000 10% bond may be appropriate in this manner.
Okay, Mr. Basher.
Yes, ma'am. I did not have an outstanding warrant. It was set for a court date for 33rd district. I wasn't on the run, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay, well, it's possible that a warrant could issue without you technically being on the run, meaning that you failed to appear. It's possible that the probation department would issue a warrant based upon your charge that was bound over. Whether they notified you or not, I'm not sure.
I called them and they told me about the court date, so.
Okay, all right. So, sir, I'm not sure what you're not understanding about not to possess or use it. So, not only have you violated this court's bond, you violated your probation terms, and now you have another felony charge. What was your bond on the matter that was just bound over?
It was 10%, it was $32.50 for both of them. For the one with the 33rd district and the one for here. So that's what it was to get me out anyway.
The previous bond that you set forth in his last matter, Your Honor, was $2,500 cash, $25,000, 10%.
All right. Well, so here's what I'm going to do this time. I'm doubling it this time. You're out on bond from this court on the exact same charge that you now have. You have a probation matter that you also are on probation for possession charge as well. So you're not getting it, sir. You're not getting it.
I have a problem, ma'am. I will say too, that's a 10-gram not methamphetamine. It's a piece of soapstone used for marking steel. I told the officer that time and time again. I don't know why they think that's. I did the paraphernalia. I did have that in my possession.
Your Honor, I advise my client to speak as to the facts of the case right now. Anything he says can and will be used against him.
All right, thank you. So, Mr. Basher, your attorney is indicating for you to stop talking at this point. The court's going to indicate a $50,000 cash, 10% bond. In the event you post bond, sir, the court's going to indicate GPS tether, house arrest. You may work with proof shown. That means you can only go to and from work, sir. And I'll say it again, you're not to possess or consume any alcohol or drugs that are not prescribed. All right, anything else, counsel?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, have a good day. We're going to be off the record, we're still on the record.